Hey ladies and gents, welcome to Kai's D.I.Y, the show where I show you how to do anything yourself. And I mean anything. And in this case, I do mean make it yourself. Now I'm very pleased to introduce my... Dude, get in the frame. Come on. I said don't be shy. Just because you don't have a head is no excuse to be nervous, okay? Today I'm going to show you how to make your very own mannequin out of duct tape clothing and trash. To be very clear, I'm making this a side project because this is actually going to go towards another costume that I need done by the beginning of October this month. And because I like doing things myself in a specific way rather than having someone else work on stuff for me and then have me to explain it very complicated to them, I'm pretty much gonna have to, build myself on myself. Now, what costume is it that I'm gonna be working on? I will be leaving hints towards the end of this video. So without further ado, let's get started. Well, I mean, I'm already done. I mean, if you guys want to make one, I'll show you how to do it.
Before I start the tutorial, if you'd like to see updates before my videos are uploaded, please consider following my Facebook page. All you have to do is go in the description at the bottom of the video, click the link, and click follow. This is the only place where I talk about my builds, updates, templates, and more. I also have a Patreon page where you can donate as little as $1 a month to support my channel and help me keep making videos. Here's what I got and used for this build. A long sleeve t-shirt, and a pair of sweatpants, and these painter's gloves, an old pair of socks, a pack of 3 rolls of duct tape, and 11 cans of insulation foam.
Holy shit, how much is that?
Taking inspiration from one of my DIY influences, Backyard Effects, shout out to those of you that actually remember the OG do-it-yourself show way back in the day, I first put on the shirt and had a set of helping hands to help wrap my torso and arms in duct tape. The tape should be snug and conform to your body, but don't be stupid and wrap yourself up too tight to the point you can't breathe and constrict yourself from blood circulation in your arms. Just tug a little on the tape and get the definition of your body imprinted within the shirt. You'll notice that we jumped off to different areas by skipping parts on my body, like my joints such as my shoulders and elbows. This is just so I have more mobility to guide my helper. We did cover these areas later. Before the tape got too close to my wrist, I put on a pair of those painter's gloves and then wrapped up just before it reached my palm. By doing this, I'll know where my hands are exactly and get the right circumference of my wrists. To get out of the shirt, cut up the back. You can do the front, but I feel it's much safer to cut along the back.
Start cutting it in the back?
Yes.
Okay, be careful.
No, you be careful. Hey, wait.
I can't see!
That's not centered.
How is it not centered?
Cut in the center.
This is the center.
Where's the No, I don't feel that's where it is. Move over. Right. Right is this way.
That's not
This
center.
is center. I feel that's where it's center on me.
Okay.
Unless my center of balance is messed up, which it is.
It feels like the center's a little bit over. Okay. Whatever.
For those helpers out there, please be careful and do not cut the person inside the clothing.
Please be careful. I can't see.
You're the one with the scissors. You be careful.
I'm trying.
I will let you know if you cut me.
I know.
Because I'm going to jump out that window right in front of me.
Stop making me laugh.
Ow! I'm joking.
Tyler! It's not funny.
I had to do it at least once.
Yeah, I know. Jerk move. Don't do this. For cutting my hands out, I carefully cut a slit toward the top of the backside of the glove and cut upward to a certain point for my wrist to fit through. For the pants, it's pretty much the same thing. Put the socks on too before you start wrapping. Wrap up your thighs, shins, and pelvis. And yes, even in between your legs. It'll get uncomfortable, but this needs to get done. Tape up the socks to your pants. I started by taping from my ankle, under my foot, and up to the other side of my ankle. Taped up over my toes, and then wrapping around the rest of my foot. Taping up the missing areas, and then cut along the sides to get it off. Next came stuffing the mannequin.
You can stuff it with pretty much anything that you have that's soft. Plastic bags from the grocery store, Walmart, or, places like that, you can do that. You can use newspaper. Like, that is just the cheapest way to do that if you have a crap ton of newspaper. I used to do it myself when I made my other one for my Aquaman suit. And unfortunately, this is a reason why I need a new mannequin. I don't look like this anymore. So that's why I have a bottom half, and that's why I'm making a new top half. My original plan definitely was to get the feet and the ankles filled with insulation foam, so then it has a sturdy base.
I started by stuffing the toes in my feet with pockets that I cut off from the inside of the pants. I taped up to the ankle and started spray foaming. Keep a general rule of thumb here. Spray foam needs air to be exposed to for it to actually foam up and harden. I actually made multiple mistakes by spraying, then taping up all the seams and spraying up most of the leg without giving the foam a chance to settle, which left some areas feeling soft. I spent a few days on the legs just because of this issue and had to open up the areas in the legs and let air try to get in, which helped a tiny bit. Also a good idea to know is that this stuff expands like crazy. When it's wet and right out of the can, it can look like this, but it can look insane when it dries. So just be aware of how much you spray inside. Also, this stuff stinks like crazy, so wear a respirator and work in a well-ventilated area. And it can get really sticky if you touch this, so wear gloves. I filled the legs up to the waist and started working on the torso. I taped up the seams on the back of the hands and filled the fingers and palms with newspaper, and then sprayed some foam in from there. I let the foam set up before spraying in more. I taped up the big seam in the back and slid the torso over the top of the waist, and I pulled down to make sure that the tightest circumferences on both the waist of the pants and the waist of the shirt meet. I taped all the way around the waist, making sure that the shirt was taped to the pants securely. And then I took the chunks of dried insulation foam that dried and I didn't use, and I stuffed them inside the torso before filling it up with more foam. I filled up more foam in the torso, giving it a good amount of time for the foam to set up in between.
See you tomorrow.
I filled the rest of the arms up to the shoulders and stuffed in more newspaper. I then filled the rest of the way up of the torso, up to the neck. I then trimmed off extra foam and covered the exposed foam, making marks with a Sharpie where the neck hole is to indicate some idea of where my neck should be. Now, you could just stop here, but if you want to take it a step further to add a neck and a head, here's how I did it, by messing up and taking 3 different tries to make it how it is now. Let's review. I took some leftover cardboard and cut a strip I eyeballed about 1.5 inches to 2 inches wide. Then I taped along the Sharpie line. Then, after using my head to think, I realized that it's way too big to be my neck. I measured my actual neck and then measured what I got for the mannequin. It turned out to be over 5 inches bigger than mine. So I ripped it off and taped my actual neck size onto it. Then, realizing again how my head mannequin won't fit onto it, I test fit it, and yeah, this wasn't gonna work. But my small head just barely fit.
Yeah, long neck, but...
So I tore it off again and measured the inside circumference of the head I want to use and taped the cardboard strip to the right size and tested to see if it would fit inside. Happy with how it was finally working, I placed strips of tape in the front and back of the cardboard strip, and then placed the cardboard strip in the neck of the head and guided the head where I thought the best place for it should be inside the Sharpie guideline. Then I removed the head and taped the cardboard on securely.
Okay. Just gotta patch up a few holes and then I'm done. This marks another side project done. What have I got? 3 side projects done already? You're my 3rd? And you're the biggest one. I did tell you I was going to be giving out some hints as to what costume I was going to be making with the help of this guy. Well, he's green.
Oh, is it a Ninja Turtle?
No. And he lives in a swamp.
Oh, is it gonna be Shrek you're gonna be working on?
No! Can you just keep your mouth shut for a little bit? Even though you don't have a mouth? Maybe I shouldn't have given you a head. To be honest with you guys, this costume that I'm going to be making for my next video is actually a costume that I've been wanting to make for a long time now. And it's actually a costume that's on my list of top 5 costumes that I really want to make. And this next one is about number 2 or 3 on my list. I'm still not going to clearly say what it is. You'll have to guess down below. But in the meantime, as I'm working on that costume, got any exit thoughts?
Yes, please like and subscribe and make sure you do that so you can help me get out of here and not become a pincushion for Kai.
Yep, do that. So actually, would I recommend doing this as just making a mannequin? If you're in a quick pinch, yeah, sure, but just get it professionally done. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not your dad. Everyone mess ups, even the best artists. But take as a rule of thumb, learn from your mistakes, but also learn from the people that make mistakes. I would really like it if we didn't make mistakes, but that's not how we're built. You know, that's a good quote. Should I put it out on a t-shirt? I'm going to copyright that.